Welcome to the Autodrome. We are going to look at some Supra close racing. In this grid, we've got many cars of note, and the action begins almost immediately as I shape for the inside and then wisely decide not to continue with that idea. I make a less wise decision later on. Mikkel the Great is in hot pursuit. He takes a wide line here, cuts up the inside. Little bit of contact. No harm done. He gets by. This section here, however, if you follow nice and close in the slipstream, you'll get a good run down the long straight and into the big banked corner at the bottom. So much so that one wonders why people bother overtaking into the first left-hand bend there, because it nearly always leads to this when you get to this corner. So you slow both cars down and then you give the position back at the end. So not sure that that is the best thinking by Mikkel the Great. We skip forward to the start of lap 2. And I gradually begin to work my way backwards here, best viewed from the Corvette of Havtro 302. So Mikkel the Great makes a less than great overtake with a lot of door banging. It puts himself offline and it slows both of us down, and that gives Havtro 302 the run on both of us. We go down here, we then have both our lines compromised. I'm far too narrow, he's narrower than he should be. I think a Beetle threw itself down the inside and punted me forward, which was helpful. He does the same here, throws it down the inside. Contact, no particular harm done. I'm thinking I may be able to make the overtake coming up, but he defends his line very well and keeps me very narrow, which means I can't pass unless I hurl it down the inside, make generous amounts of contact, but I resist that temptation. I think we now nip forward to the next. This is where my indiscretion came. I thought I shall look down the inside, and I get down the inside, but I run offline and lose 3 places in the end. The only good thing about that was I didn't hit anyone. I was just my own worst enemy. Giving up 3 places. The next place I'm going to lose is to Der Tester K700. But again, one wonders about the usefulness of this overtake as it happens directly before the series of bends where you get the long run into the big bank corner. I have got to revise my line there. That happens a lot. I think when I'm racing, I'm going to have to just take a narrower line. Then people will be less tempted, but then we'll both be slower through the section. The tester does not resist or try and defend his line. Meanwhile ahead, look at how much time you waste if you insist on going 3 wide through various sections. So I'm miles away at the moment. Within 3 corners, I'm right on the back of this. Unfortunately, there is a chap in front called Bosch Malakai, and I'm afraid I Bosch Malakai. He gets sideways. I can't bring myself to lift off in the virtual world, and unfortunately he is collateral damage. Velkoz 95 goes wide there, is robust in his defence. We both get a bit wide. I get a nice little run through this corner, a little bit of contact there. And I'm thinking 4th lap, I can have a crack at 7th. But I can only have a crack at 7th if Velkoz 96 resists any lunging. Oh, okay, fine. So that slows us down so much that Castor 1971 is now with us. We then attempt 3 wide through here, which slows us down some more as we watch the opportunity to get 7th place disappear. And I've now obviously got the problem that I have to try and keep Velkoz 95 behind. Now I do defend my line, and once Velkoz goes left, I go left. I saw Castor coming and I thought surely he won't stay on, and he leaves himself wide on the outside. We get to watch that from this angle here, plus this quite exciting 3 abreast into the corner. Look at that, what a view. Can't say I've ever really seen that in real life. You sort of get it, but not quite so closely lined up like that. So I saw Castor coming here and thought he's got to be going too fast. And he was. He hangs himself out to dry, and that is the end of his race. Oh no, and it's all over for 1971. And I managed to stay in 8th, so quite a lot of going up and down. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like, and it'd be fantastic if you did some subscribing. Just at the end of this video, we're going to watch mini highlights from a different angle, and I'm going to make some comments. This is my unwise decision to go down the inside and lose myself 3 places. This is a tidier bit of overtaking with no contact. Thank you De Testa K700 for racing fair. I think we're now going to see my refusal to lift off when Bosch Malaquais gets sideways in front of me. And finally, a nice little overtake on Mikkel the Great, who after his performance in this race might like to think about renaming himself Mikkel the Average or Mikkel the Quite Good.